Hello, welcome back to a much happier War Doom Pod episode than last week. Last week didn't happen. We've had a fun week, haven't we, Tom?
I'm loving life again now. Everything's good, all rosy.
So we're going to start us off. We're going to, of course, go over the midweek Champions League game, but first, let's get into Nottingham Forest. Unless you've had an interesting week. Sorry, I forget that we're meant to actually.
Now I just want to talk about Forest.
We're not just soulless work colleagues at this point.
Now I talk about Forest. We're doing well again now. It's so nice to have like the week we've had, isn't it? Football is like good again.
The difference it makes is remarkable.
Went from, you start questioning everything, don't you? And wondering what's going on, why we're doing this, why we're doing that, we should play this, we should play that, and then all of a sudden, within one game, we're going to win the fucking league.
It went from one kick Nick Pope does to like, well, we're just always going to win it, weren't we? We're rolling over them calmly. It's a kind of assured performance. It really makes you a top tier side.
Aye, been a good week.
So how are you feeling going into this?
Going into the first game? Fairly confident after last week for the Champions League game. After watching us win that, I was a lot more confident, and I was thinking because of the international break, I don't think he'll change it, which he didn't. So I thought the consistency and how well we'd played as well, just the performance, that I was fairly confident, to be honest, going into it thinking we should get a result, like especially at home. I
was a little concerned because when it was like, Ange Postecoglou hasn't won in the space of the 6 weeks holidays of game time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The minute the stats coming up that they never won one, is there going to be a little bounce to keep him in a job?
Aye.
And a midweek game, I thought, and also the fact it's an international break.
Yeah.
And there's been so many times. I remember a few years back we had like a minging 1-1 with Bournemouth before one, and that's the only thing. You could watch, like the only content of Newcastle was to talk about that game. Was when the Queen died, and Eddie had to wear a suit for 2 minutes, then took it off in the tunnel. But so I was a little panicked on that, and also the Elliot Anderson factor. I was like, he's got to come back and be mint.
Yeah, he's been class, hasn't he? I just think Andrew's I just don't rate him. So I was quite confident. Like, say if it was at Forest, I would have maybe worried a little bit more. But with us being home and the way we played midweek, I was confident. Then when I saw the team sheet, even though I was really, really gutted about Lewis Hall. Not because I particularly wanted him to start or because Byrne did anything wrong. I just really wanted to see him play and wanted to get his fitness back up. And then when they dropped that about him being injured and he's done his hamstring, with Tino out as well, that's a massive blow, that like.
That is. Have you heard about the Lewis Hall and Tino subculture rumours?
No.
Basically, there's a lot of people online that post pictures of them hugging in black and white and in cartoons, and it's insinuating that they're a couple.
Right.
So like, there's a bunch of pictures of them holding hands saying Lewis wouldn't let Tino be injured alone and stuff like that. But she's been talking. She that's caught her algorithm, so it comes up every time. And the minute Tino was injured and then Lewis Hall's injured, it's really, really fed the rumour mill in the household. But it's when you look at our team and you think that's just mint across the board, and then you go, okay, we're playing against a team that only has pacey wingers who got a left back, a 35-year-old and a 34-year-old giant. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but to be fair, but like obviously Burns played there a lot before, and he does a decent job, and he's had to play against. I mean, he played against Saka the other week. He does a decent job. I wouldn't want to play there all season. I'm hoping Hall's injury's not too bad. Obviously, we know Livermore was going to be out for a couple of months, but
I would rather that than 3 at the back.
Yeah, I would as well. That's what I was going to say. I think the 4 definitely works better. I'm not keen on 3. And to be honest, Trippier seems to be playing well at the minute. He doesn't seem to be slowing down as such, I don't think.
He stopped being able to take corners properly, I'll tell you that. Right? You know he's given up when he's letting other people take them.
Yeah. But no, I think I was confident. The team, like I say, after the midweek game, Forest, I don't know what to tell them.
They look
it's the Ange effect in it.
A shell of themselves, don't they?
They just look like, I mean, the first half, there wasn't much to it, was there?
There was no concerns from them, though.
No, it was just a bit, I almost felt like we were trying too hard or something. I don't know, it just didn't seem to happen to us.
Well, we expected Ange ball.
Yeah.
And then you start Elanga, and you think Elanga and Gordon behind that defence is
Aye.
just going to rip them to shreds. And then they just sat deep,
Yeah, he actually changed his tactics, didn't he?
which
Caught us by surprise a bit.
that's not a good sign for his job in the future when he's like, all right, mate, maybe I've got that wrong. Compared to, no, mate, we'll play my way.
Yeah. But what do you think? What do you think of the game?
Well, once I relaxed a bit more once we got the goal.
Aye.
But I will say I am tired of seeing Nick Woltemade get fouled and not get a free kick.
Yeah.
I am so sick of seeing that.
Yeah. He basically just, I mean, plenty of people said it, but just the way he like shields the ball and stuff, he like draws lots of fouls, doesn't he, all the time? It's the inconsistency, isn't it? And like he should be getting more than he does.
If you kick his leg and not the ball, we get the swing one in the box. That's the new rule. That is the actual rule. And we'll get to it when we get to the second half. There was some things that really annoyed me on that. But the first half, the chances came to, and I even text you this, it doesn't even count as chances when it falls to him, bless him. Joe Linton.
Yeah.
Because he had, open shot on the penalty spot, or just in front of the penalty spot at goal, cut back from Big Nick.
I thought it was going to be a goal. It was good play, that as well. I mean, brilliant play again by Woltemade. I mean, he had 3 players around him. Like, they literally swarmed him. And he still managed to lay it. Was it straight off to Joe Linton, or did he lay off to someone else who played it? No, straight to Joe Linton.
And yeah.
I thought it was going to be a goal. The way he drew all them defenders and just left it open for Joe Linton to have a shot.
It was good entering the box, but you can see, like, maybe if we had a more technical Jacob Ramsey in that position, with a bit more of a finesse shot on him.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm guessing from that one highlight of him stroking it in the top corner. But if someone bought Joe Linton and saw a highlight package of him smashing it against AC Milan, they'd be like, he can do it all.
Yeah, true. I know, I don't know if sometimes he's just a bit unlucky, but...
Did you see when he tried from the halfway line? He got the ball on the break and saw the keeper off. And it literally, oh man.
Like, don't do that.
He scores, he can jump in the Gallagher for the fucking 10 minutes after that, but wow.
Nah, it was never going to happen, was it?
This is how loved Joe Linton is. I still don't want him dropped. I still love him to death. I'm not angry at him missing chances.
No, same. He's still brilliant at what he does. Just technically, he's not, as in finishing, and he still hasn't got it, has he? For the chances he gets as well, he does get a lot of chances.
He was unlucky with the header.
The header was unlucky. I think he did all right with the header because that was quite hard to get to, and he was obviously sandwiched between 2 defenders, wasn't he? So pretty good header.
Can the PGMOL or whoever the fuck it is, Howard Webb, come out and say, don't worry about the shirt pulling in the box rule? Because it's really, if you watch that header, what they're doing is, if you imagine you go underneath your own arm and you're dragging him down by his collar, like, how is that not impeding a jump, a header? How is that just fine?
Yeah. It's the inconsistency, I see, isn't it? It's just...
When only one team in the league has had a penalty given for it, it's fucking Manchester United on the opening day of the season, and then the rule doesn't exist anymore.
I know. See, I think obviously we're a tall team as well, aren't we? So like we would just get penalties every week because Byrne is constantly fouled, Botman gets fouled, Joe Linton gets fouled, Woltemade gets fouled more than anyone else. So I think, but then you always worry though because that happens and you think, right, it's not a penalty, but we often do it in our box as well. I've seen Byrne do it to
courageously do it.
And then you think like, great, that's just one day they're going to give a penalty, aren't there? And then we'll be like furious that we haven't gotten to the other end.
We should have about 11 more goals this season because you have to do that when we have a corner coming in the box. Like, if you get a chance to watch the highlights, just Ryan Yates on Joe Linton on that header. And the fact Joe Linton's not even appealing for a penalty because it's that much the norm.
The thing is, it doesn't really get mentioned either. That's the thing. So it just kind of happens and nobody really says anything. Like, even commentators don't really say much about it. Or...
If it wasn't for Man U having an extra 3 points because of this exact rule, which they went back on later and disqualified a goal for Fulham, I think. I'll have to double check that for opening day. Then it would be fine. It's across the board. But you made a big deal. This is no longer happening. Yeah. Second half, they literally just chucked Byrne to the floor and they said minimal contact. Minimal.
I know, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Forget he's tall. You have to hit him with an axe to get a foul.
I know. Like the first half, there were a couple of chances, to be fair. Let's say that one for Joe Linton, that was before the header, wasn't it? It was that one first. Woltemade did really well with that one. I thought he was going to score. The header he was unlucky with. Let's say I think the header he did all right.
Great movement from Woltemade.
Again, he is just class, isn't he?
I was messaging you about it, and it's just like, I don't think the Germans were being sarcastic when they called him Walter Messi.
No, like literally, he is actually like a unicorn. Like, there's nothing like him. Like, there's nobody like. He's like a mashup of Berbatov, Messi, Andy Carroll.
Andy Carroll, yeah.
It's just
sprinkle a bit of Zlatan in there, a little bit of Harry Kane in there.
He's like nothing I've ever seen before. Like, his frame and size, but he's just a brilliant footballer technically, but then also really strong. He's not slow. He's really good in the air, even though people said he wasn't, but he actually is.
How's that not being
They're
said?
just trying to pick faults that aren't there. Just like, but he's shit in the air though. It's like,
first goal, bang. Second goal, bang.
well, you might sign him, but he's not very good in the air. So
don't be expecting him to go and like scoring goals in the box. That's not his game. He comes back and he passes back to the defenders really quickly.
There's like people saying things and then hope it happens and they say it enough. I don't know. It's like a bit weird.
It's fucking bonkers. Like, I mean, with the Messi crack, imagine if, like, I don't know, Wigan, when they signed James Purge, like, no, lads, they call him Pacino.
He's class.
People in Saudi are going to be watching Krafu highlights in the summer to see who they got coming over. Williquinho. All of those nicknames we give our players are mean to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas he's like
a bit tongue in cheek to it.
Yeah. Whereas the Gem's like, no, he is very good close quarter dribbling.
He's actually fantastic.
He's fucking incredible.
I can't find a weakness at the minute with his game. Like, could you say what his biggest weakness is at the minute? No.
I'm thinking.
That's I mean, it's like he's.
For me,
he can do everything at the minute.
The only weakness he currently has is he is yet to like our song on TikTok.
Well, yeah, there's that. Maybe if we just send it to him directly, he might like it.
But also, he's. I'm a little bit. We will get back to the Forest game, but I'm a little concerned. This came out. He has a call and said, "You went out in the big market, didn't you? You went out in the bloody big market after a win, and you got yourself COVID."
I'm hoping it's more just like the Germans didn't treat him very well last time we went on national duty. So I think Eddie's just given him a cuddle, told him to stay at home. He's our only striker at the minute who's fit, and he's absolutely unbelievable. So he just said, "Tell you what, son, you just stay at home, put your feet up." Put them massive feet up.
I would love that, but stereotypically, Germans, without any historical context, are very, very loyal to national service. So I don't know if it's that. It's the speed in which he makes the right decision.
Aye. He's so quick.
Like, he hasn't touched the ball for a little while. He comes back. It's like barely even a touch to flick round and get the game going. It's not like I need my foot on the ball to get a space in the game.
That first half, the ball came to him and he was side on and he flicked it round the defender the other way. I think it was to Bruno to start off a passage of play and counter-attack. That's like, watch that. I was thinking, like, we don't have anyone who can do that. Like, we haven't for a while. Like, we've been crying out as like a creative midfielder, saying like, "Oh, we'd love to have like when we're after Maddison, for example, and stuff like that." And he could play midfield. You could play him centre midfield. he's that good technically, isn't he? You know what I mean? Obviously, you wouldn't. You'd play him as a striker or play him as a 10 even, but he's that good a footballer. He's football and brain. He's so clever.
I like any Newcastle fan right now, it is just a clamour to watch anything Woltemade.
Yeah.
Like, so, and he was unlucky with his chances because that one fell to him. First off, now we'll come back to the third thing. So that one fell to him first half.
Mm-hmm.
No, second half when
Morata volley.
Yeah, that was the one time I thought he made the wrong shout because Bruno was coming in.
Aye.
And I would expect him, if he'd had a more fruitful game so far, to have squared that easily for Bruno.
I thought he was going to take a touch and then take a shot. I didn't expect him to pass it, but I thought he might have took a touch because, like, I think the defender was going to be coming back across the goal. I thought he might have took a touch and went the other side, but like, obviously, easy to see afterwards. Isn't it?
Great recovery from the defender, and Matt Sells had the game of his life.
Well, he did, and I think it makes up for the fact that might be controversial, but I think he should have saved Bruno's goal.
Yeah,
like 100%. And I first saw it, I thought, wow. I watched it again. It was actually in the middle of the goal. and his starting position is nearly on the floor, and he just kind of crouches over to one side, doesn't he? I was thinking that's really, really poor, that, like. But then, he made up for it for every
From the
other
game
save.
he had, that's unlucky for him.
Yeah.
That Bruno's goal is one of the first goals I didn't celebrate because I was so sure that would have been ruled off a foul.
I was worried it was going to pull it back.
That goes to show these players are doing it, like a bit like Gabriel in the box last week.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose the ball and you just roll on the floor and say you got fucking hurt. Because I was expecting the whistle, and there was like surprise in the ground that the game played on. But yeah, so Bruno was mint, I thought, as well.
He was, especially the second half. I think he like kind of put his Superman pants on, didn't he? And just seemed to take the game by the scruff of the neck almost and just think, nah, we'll fucking win this. Like,
I love his interviews.
Yeah.
Like, the way that guy has learned English just makes me think he's got such an IQ on him. Because he's like, there's people who learn English, like, you see players learn English, but they don't learn, like, you know, the tones and the fucking... He's like, yeah, I thought, why not? You know?
Nah,
like, you know,
yeah.
he loves it. He's like, he's perfected it. He's as good at speaking English as us now.
I just think I just love how much him and Joelin, to be fair, just like the seem. I know that everyone says there's no loyalty in football and stuff, and you know you never know if someone came in from things like that. But I just think he does proper love Newcastle, doesn't he? Like we're both of them. I think they really do. I don't think Bruno would never do what Isak did. You know what I mean? Like you can tell he absolutely loves it. And I love that. It's class.
Bit of a weird celebration. He said it was for people playing cards or something like that.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I don't know. Imagine he's sat on the floor with his legs spread out and he's doing a gesture in front of his open legs towards the ground, almost like a shaking of a hand. And then
like shaking of something else.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what that was about.
It's a bit inappropriate, Bruno. It's the family section over there.
And I do want to bring up, like, I don't know if Joe Linton still sees Elliot Anderson as competition, but he fucking clatters that lad every chance he gets.
I think it's just Joe Linton puts his mark on him.
I don't know if it's just because the player I care about the well-being of, so I notice it more. But, I mean, I hate that Ryan Yates. That Ryan Yates is filthy.
He's like, I'm sure last season he had like the most yellow cards and red cards out of everyone in the league. And he's like, guaranteed yellow card. I just think Elliot Anderson just wanted us to win.
I think that.
Wiping Bruno out like that. I just thought, like, there's no way he's just dived in like that. I was thinking, has he just done that on purpose to go so early?
He never plays well against us either. He never has a good game.
It's because he's devastated he's not playing for us.
I think he's so, like, usually when we lose out on a player like that, like, say, Milner, it's not like he's ever coming back.
Yeah.
But I think there's a strong chance we get Elliot Anderson back.
Well, I fucking hope they get relegated so he can come back. Because he's not staying there if they get relegated.
I don't think we get a Benjamin Sesko fucking situation. Just say Forrester, he's like, right, I'm out. That's 2 years. I've evolved past this.
Yeah.
We come in, Manu come in. I think it's a hell of a choice for him. And a lot more swayed to our direction than anyone else.
I really would like to think he would come back. I think the only difference is, like, for example, if our Liverpool come in or our City come in, Arsenal, someone like that, and we weren't in the Champions League next year for something like that, maybe he wouldn't. But I think if we were in the Champions League again next year, I think he would come back to Newcastle.
He was at the final, man.
When
do you see a player turn up? Like,
what do the Forest fans think of that?
Oh, I just think they're happy to have him because they know it's genuine. He's from the area. Do you know what I mean? It's not like...
Yeah.
And to be at the final as an active player, wearing the home kit, cheering them on. First off, let's not worry about the ballot access. I don't know how he won tickets for that one. With his, how many away games has he fucking supported at to get those tickets? But to go and do that, I just think it's a level of love for the club that Shearer had. Do you know what I mean? That was the difference between Man U and Newcastle.
Level of love I've never seen since Lee Clark wore that T-shirt. Whilst playing for Sunderland.
What was that? So he went, it was I hit the Mackhams to a Newcastle song.
Like, we hit the Mackhams or something T-shirt when he's playing for Sunderland. The Newcastle Cup final, wasn't it?
Yeah, I love that about Jack Clark. I mean, Lee Clark. I mean, Jack Colback never became we wanted Jack Colback to be amazing after he left on the free transfer, but what a different world we live in now. Who also left to move to Forest.
I think That's one of the reasons I hope Forest just carry on with Ange and they do really, really shit. So we could potentially get Anderson back because I would love to have him back. Like,
Do you think he gets in the first team?
I think the way we play now, yeah, in terms of, I don't think we have a set 11 anymore. We can't afford to. I think we will change things around a lot more. I think Bruno and Tonali would stay and play a lot, but I think Joe Linton would be in and out a lot with Ramsey, with like Anderson and stuff like. But Anderson as well can play wide, you know what I mean, and play deep instead of Tonali, and I think he would get plenty of time. He wouldn't be sat on the bench.
If you chucked Anderson in there, you have all three central midfielders can play from the 6 to the 10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is what Howe likes as well. As that's why I bought Ramsey as well. Ramsey can, well, maybe he's not 6, but can play as an 8 to 10 or out wide.
But yeah, so chances in the match, they were fleeting. That when that corner came in and he tried to flick his boot on it. Now I thought he was unlucky with that.
Yeah.
That was a chance, but
off the bar.
Yeah.
I know. I thought it was in for a second actually, because it comes straight down rather than I expected it to bounce out. Yeah, he was unlucky with that one. Couldn't really do much with that one.
And just his overall play, I thought absolutely incredible. And then you got, Elliot Anderson, as you say, wipes out Bruno. Like,
the first thing I thought was just like, why did he do that? And I was like, just because he loves Newcastle and he wants us to win.
Because all week, all you hear is, and they've let their starlet go. Look at him. And he's now got like the old 1966 World Cup winner's hair. Do you know what I mean? He's really just built into this like Winter Soldier, Captain America looking type player for Nottingham Forest. They're not talking about Gibbs White a whole heap now that they've got Elliot Anderson. That's how good Elliot Anderson's been for them.
Yeah, he's been unreal. The way that annoys me though was like when it's like, oh, they let him go, or like, like as if we let him go not knowing how good he was and stuff. That really annoys us because they like, no, we knew he was fucking mint, and he probably would have played a lot last season as well. Just we had no choice.
That back injury is one of the most unfortunate injuries in Newcastle history because he was out the Champions League year when we had all those people crocked, and he would have played so much that year, and we would have seen exactly what Forest are seeing.
Yeah, he's was it that same season or it might have been the season before when he first started coming into the first team, and he had a few glimpses of playing well, and he was like playing out wide initially, wasn't he? He was unfortunate with injuries, but if we didn't have to sell him, he would definitely have got enough game time. I think.
Him and Yakuba Minter as well. That PSR thing, we've done well to finally get beyond that.
Yeah, I'm not as bothered about Minter. I think he's good, but I think out of the two, especially looking now, I would happily have sold Minter and kept Anderson if that was the option.
Now that we have Alanga, I like Alanga, but I think Minter's a bit special as well.
Yeah, I think he would have been handy to have last season if we could have kept him. But
I think he goes to Liverpool or someone of that ilk in 2 years.
I don't know if he's that good.
There's like clips of his work rate going around now.
Yeah.
Like 96th minute, he's sprinting to the far corner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
His composure in the box, the way he takes on defenders. Brighton haven't been great for 2 years because obviously they blow up their team and have to rebuild.
Yeah, I get that.
But I think, he's definitely a player. I mean, they've sold their other wingers. Like they were building up that Adringa to be the next thing. He's gone to Sunderland dirt cheap because you just can't get past Minter in the team.
Yeah.
They missed the boat on Matoma. Do you remember Matoma, 80 million to Saudi and then...
Aye. Is he still there?
He's still there. He's just had bad injuries for 2 years.
Yeah, he was the next best thing, wasn't he?
But then, so we're hearing that Anderson's like, then just, the team England are building around after 2 games. And then he's like, penalty.
Jeez, Elliot.
And wow, what a penalty. That's the penalty. I've not watched the penalty as much as I've seen this penalty.
When he took it, I thought, what's he done there? Like, the way his technique was just so obscure. I've never seen a technique like that. And he almost wrapped his leg around his other leg after he kicked it. You know what I mean? It was unbelievable. I've never seen a penalty like that.
On a Sunday morning, I take my 2-year-old to football practice, which she's unaware that it's football practice. I take her to a hall, she runs around and I try and put a ball in front of her. That's basically what happens. And she gets a sticker at the end. But there are dads there that are like super competitive.
Aye.
And like the way he just crawled and walked up and smashed the ball. That's what like some of these dads are doing in the goals on the side. And just like absolute dicking the ball into the net. Turn into a dribbly 3-year-old being like, See if you get your laces on it.
I'll show you.
But it was, I mean, thank God he scored it, because if he skied that would have been a bit heartbreaking. But
for a second, I thought he had, because it went so high. My eyes almost went to like carry on to look above the goal, thinking, where's it gone? And he has it buried itself right on the top of the goal. I've never seen a penalty like it. That technique was unbelievable. No wonder he wanted to take them last week against USG.
That's why I think he did that kind of penalty, because Gordon emphatically put 2 away. And if you're a striker and you want your numbers to go up, you want to be on penalties.
Aye.
So you can score a penalty, be like, that's great, but Gordon scored.
Yeah.
But he stuck it in the fucking top bins for a laugh. Do you know what I mean?
I take your penalty in the corner nicely and trump you with this fucking lace into the top bins.
If we're playing football down Riverside or something like that, and someone just belts one, you're not diving. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, so Matt Sells just had to be like, no.
It's almost like a cheat one. I was like, oh man, fucking hell.
Did all that dancing around you make us look like a dick like that?
Knee blammers.
If it went over, you'd be like, well, you're going to get it.
You're going to be a dick and do that. You're going to get it. It was mid. Absolutely class. I say, I've never ever seen a penalty like that. The technique of the way he walked up to it and just absolutely smashed it. But then the way he struck it with his foot and the way he wrapped his right leg around his left leg and almost did a pirouette. It's just like unbelievable.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
Nah, not yet.
Well, basically, there's the golfers that have had a muscle removed from their leg, so they can do like the Happy Gilmore swing, they get more torque with the swing. And that's what I thought of when his foot went round.
And once that went in, that was it, wasn't it? There was no chance they would come back into it because they didn't look like scoring.
No, thank goodness Chris Wood played like Chris Wood does at St. James's Park. I don't know.
Well, apart from that hat he fucking spanked.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know who that was.
Yeah.
Because when the ball came and he's like clicked off his heels and went to the goalkeeper, I was like, that's who I remember.
He had that one chance, didn't he, with his left foot in the second half, wasn't it? Second half when it came over and he almost didn't connect it very well, just kind of went up in the air. That was about the only chance I think he had.
And he got hooked on 70th, 80th or something like that.
But probably down to the fact that we've got 2 absolute fucking mountains at the back now. I love them.
How can we talk for 10 minutes about coming back to them?
Oh, God. He's going to be one of the signs of the season, I think, as well as Woltemade. Yeah. He is class.
The thing that always gave me hope on him is Eddie Howe wanted him for 2 years. And I trust who Eddie's going for. Like, his talent ID is incredible.
Well, as well, though, remember when we signed Botman and AC Milan wanted him? Like, Paolo Maldini was there, head of recruitment or director of football at the time, and he wanted Botman, and he wanted him to go with Chow, didn't he?
Probably to play behind Tonali.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Paolo.
That's good enough for me. If Paolo Maldini's wanting them to as centre-backs, then they must be pretty good, and they've been class. Unbelievable. Just complement each other so well. They're just like mountains, like just units, the pair of them, aren't they? But athletic, quick.
Composed.
I mean, on the ball, we were thinking Shaw coming out the team last season, thinking he's not going to last forever. We're going to have some sort of replacement. You're almost thinking you're going to lose a lot, aren't you? Because Shaw's so good on the ball.
He dictates a lot of our attacks. Like, yeah. He's a point of contact.
A lot of it came from him, didn't it?
The passing pattern, the pattern play, it all goes to Shaw, and then whatever he decides from a quarterback position almost.
We have changed in a lot of ways the way we play, and I think with Chow coming in, he's not Shaw for his probably range of passing, but his passing accuracy still is brilliant. He's so confident and composed, right foot, left foot. There's no panic. There was a couple of times where the ball came and someone tried to close him down and just one touch laid it off to someone to the right, to the left. He looks mint.
Even from not being in the first team for the first couple of games this season, statistically, he has the most ball carries out of defence.
Uh-huh.
So like he's dribbling past their strikers and then breaking lines. And I just think he looks mint. Do you know what I mean? There's very little to talk about because they've snuffed it out. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, did you see that last ditch challenge or how he chased down this? They don't have to. They head the ball. Yeah,
they read the game really well, don't they both? I think in the second half, there was a point where I think Chow won the ball, laid it off to maybe it's Murphy or Trippier on the right hand side, and he stayed in midfield. And he was like, "Oh, he wanted it back," and he was like saying, "Pass the ball," and he got it back. And he's like, that's how confident he is as a footballer to say, "I'm happy to have the ball anywhere."
Got to give props to Murphy when he came on. He lost it the once, him and Trips down that line. But other than that, the game was opening up. Forest were having to come out. They were 1 down by this point. So there was space in behind, but he didn't do himself any problems.
He's done that a couple of times now where he's came on and done well. That's what we're saying, isn't it? Like last season, we relied heavily on Murphy playing well last season, didn't we? And he did. And he had a fantastic season, but we said we need another right winger. And even if this right winger comes in as the superstar who's going to start, Murphy's going to be champed at the bit, and he is. Like, you can tell he wants to play. He's not like happy at being out of the team, and he's not just sitting down thinking, well, that's me, done. He wants to play. And every time he's came on, he's done really well. And when he started as well, he's done well. He hasn't had a poor start of the season, Murphy, either. A couple of assists as well.
I do. And going back to the big man, like, there's a clip, I think it's Milenkovic with him on the halfway line, trying to fight him for the ball. He's just shielding him off. He gets a quick free kick. And the accuracy of the pass. Because, again, there's the stat going around. He didn't misplace a single pass. 100% passing accuracy. Yeah. And he had some tight, like, difficult passes to make. He's not just laying it off. And he just pings this ball in a second, puts the ball on, bang, it's over. And I'm just like, this guy he may go down as the sign of the season with everything in, which is why it makes it hilarious with what that Bayern Munich Rummenigge said.
He's made himself look like right fucking
idiot. I mean, if you try and play devil's advocate and look at it from his side, like I went to Waitrose the other day and I saw that the avocados were £4.50. And I went, I'm not paying that, and walked out. But now I go back every day and get on the tannoy and go, good luck to the idiots that bought avocados. Yeah, idiots. I don't know why they keep coming. This might be why he's not on international duty, because Germany's so angry he didn't go to Bayern Munich.
I think that's all it is, sour grapes. They didn't go to Bayern Munich because they just dictate the league, don't they? So
he's the German number 9 for the next 10 years. No one's taking that shirt off him.
Nah, no way. I mean, just at the point where they were thinking, we haven't got a number 9 like Germany. Then he comes along and it's like, thank fuck for that, because he is class. I mean, that one you're talking about there, the way he literally got fouled, spun round with his hand on the ball, and like just with one stride, knocked it 50 yards up the pitch.
He barely stood up because he was crouching to put the ball down.
He just looked, spun round, looked and went ping, just like 50 yards, 60 yards across the pitch. Like, wow. Well, I mean, I saw that stat match of the day, saying like 100% accuracy, and I was thinking that probably doesn't even do it justice, because 100% accuracy is mint. But then you could think, well, he's probably just doing 5-yard passes like back to goal. Do you know what I mean? But he isn't. Like, when he's doing things like that and pinging the ball across the pitch, that just shows how good it is, that 100% accuracy, because he's not doing simple 5-yard passes. He's bringing everyone into play. He's class. I can't talk about him now.
I goddamn love him. I've never been, like, I loved Isak, gutted at what he'd done. I loved that he's doing badly. I love he's doing poorly. I love that Liverpool fans are turning on him.
Going to enjoy it as much as I can, because he will come good, but I'm fucking loving the fact of how shit he's doing. I watched the game on Friday, them and Chelsea, and honestly, he was 5-10 yards from the ball every time they got anywhere up the pitch. He was fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's either massively unfit still, or he's just struggling to get in the rhythm and understand their play and stuff. I don't know what it is, but he's shit.
One of the things with us is all Eddie Howe teams have been built around the number 9 scoring, like the central striker scoring. Callum Wilson at Bournemouth, all the way up to whoever we've got. In particular, Isak. Now you're getting Liverpool, whereas it's the right winger. And I think that change, Salah's not cutting it across the box for him. The fact they said he's got an assist, if you watch this assist, the corner comes in and Isak tries to do like the Dennis Bergkamp-esque control, which would look mint, but he was trying to swivel and shoot. The ball runs away and then Gakpo runs in.
But he didn't even look behind him. He didn't know he was there. It was pure
no
luck.
chance that he know that was there.
No chance. Right? I mean, when he played for us, it was like, you know, obviously we're this massive, intense pressing team, but Isak never really did it. And because everyone else did, you could kind of give him the benefit of the doubt, and it was Isak, and say, okay. I mean, Wilson always did. He used to press a lot more than Isak did. Watch him for Liverpool now, he's doing the same thing. He was like jogging round. Ekitike came on. He was blitzing round, closing down. There's something not right there, which I like.
I don't know. He'll click, and then they'll all be sucking him off. They'll all be like, and that's what you pay the big bucks for. It's a matter of time before
That's how weird when he scores his first goal.
When he sits a goalkeeper down and chips it over him.
Going back to our game.
Speaking of pressing, Nick Woltemade, there's a clip of him running the defender down, getting the ball back, just passing it off calmly.
Yeah. He does. I mean, he likes a battle as well, doesn't he? He's not shy for getting stuck in and stuff like that. I was going to say another player who I love and can't say enough about, and was just a mint again. And I was only, before you don't talk about him enough, because he's just like an 8 out of 10 every single week, a 9 out of 10.
It's amazing he hasn't came up in conversation.
Who?
Kieran Trippier. No, of course, talking about Sandro Tonali.
Nah, he's just incredible. What an incredible footballer. My biggest worry now is he's going to be the next one to go.
I got that worry with everyone.
I think out of everyone, though, I say Bruno, I feel like Bruno is at that point now where he's just so ingrained in Newcastle and stuff, and he's, what is he, like 27 now or something? A bit
hitting
older.
Big times.
Yeah, and like, I feel like he might actually just stay. But Tonali, he's just fantastic. I can see if like City lose Rodri, do they come in for Tonali, you know what I mean? Or even like a Madrid come in for Tonali.
Juventus can fuck off. I'm tired of hearing that Juventus want them. There's no chance you get the money in that league. Not a chance in hell he goes back to Italy unless the Gamora has his family locked up, which unfortunately is a possibility of how things go in Italy.
I think he goes to like a Madrid or a Barcelona or like a City, and I fucking own Liverpool.
He's just, I mean, Bruno's the heart of this club, like, and Tonali's the engine. Like, putting him as a 6 has changed us from a mid-table club to a Champions League club with that one decision. Do you remember the clip? I think it was before we played Brentford in the League Cup, and there was a Newcastle fan who was terminally ill. So they got him to go and meet Eddie Howe after a press conference. So Eddie's like doing the right thing. He's like, oh, brilliant fan, sorry about what you're going through. And like Eddie's been, as human as Eddie can be as he's analysing tactics and talking to other people. They really need to stick Tyndall out for those kind of things. There's a Burnley one that I need to get to. But, and the guy, I mean, lifelong fan, meeting in Newcastle, not long to live. What's the message he gives Eddie Howe? You've got to drop Sean Longstaff and play Sandro. You've got to play Sandro. And Eddie's like, thank you very much. Then Sandro plays, and which this fella has unfortunately passed. I just thought that was an incredible 100. That encapsulates being a Newcastle fan. I've got 3 minutes to live. Please drop Sean Longstaff.
It's
I don't mean to make I just think that guy's a fucking legend for doing
that. No, it's, yeah. It just shows that's Newcastle fans in it. Why? But he's just class. I can't say enough good things about Tonali. I think it's the way he's so intelligent, isn't he? And just like, he makes football look so fucking easy.
We are out of our own half so quickly we don't appreciate him. It's like one pat, bang, bang. Psh.
Yeah.
And the shot on him, that shot, that's like a Mighty Ducks knuckle puck that he's got. When Tonali shapes up the edge of the box, he had one that like deflected wide for a corner.
Yeah.
But he's got especially when Eddie Howe goes, oh yeah, he's got the most powerful shot in the club.
Well, that half volley, oh my God. I forgot about that until you mentioned it there. That almost, I was like out of my chair thinking like, fucking hell, it's in. That would have been a class goal.
That would have been like Robin Van Persie's volley for Man U. Obviously, it wouldn't get the same press. But
good save.
The technique to cushion that was going under the bar.
Because at first thought, did he mean it? But I think he did mean it, like.
Yeah, 70% cross, 70% shot,
That's what made us think of, But that would have been a class goal, that. But he just plays at that same level of consistency every week that unless he's not on the team, you don't realise. God forbid everything happens to him. But he's just like 8 out of 10 every week, isn't he, at least? His bad game is like an 8 out of 10. Really. He's incredible.
Since putting him as a 6, I can't pick out too many bad games he's had.
Nah. I think the only games where he's probably struggled is where we've all struggled. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing you can say. He's never really had a particularly bad game himself, has he?
Never thought, that's Tonali's fault.
Nah.
Doing at the moment. All right, so one last thing I wanted to talk about on the matches. Where did you watch it on Sky Sports?
Oh.
What are Sky Sports doing at the moment?
It's
You're watching the match, and then all of a sudden it just goes, and there's been a corner at Villa Park. You're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Aye.
Well, they've got the multi-game where you can watch all four, which don't tell me that's not just for degenerate gamblers. Like, no one's like, can I watch 4 football matches at once? Is there a bigger indication that they tailor football towards passive fan tourists than your team is finally on fucking television due to the blackout? We can't watch every game. And you go, and Brighton have an offside. And you're like, I don't need broken away. We'll watch match of the day. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I want to watch Newcastle.
I absolutely hated that coverage.
And it's the first time I noticed actually on Sunday. And is that the first time they've done it? I didn't really notice it any other game. But there's a few people I saw on social media was saying that the same thing where you just want to watch the game. Then they're like panning off onto different things and doing little pop-ups. You know, I couldn't give a fuck, mate. I just want to watch Newcastle.
Like, we've just missed a chance. Can I see a replay? No, let's see if this was a foul throw down in Selhurst Park. So, yeah, awesome game. And then you got I've spoke about Bruno's post-match, but it's been a little while. Ange watch.
God.
Have you seen his post-match?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fiend for body language. And in particular, I like seeing rock-solid confidence twisted up and taken away. I don't know why. All right, I'm an insecure guy myself. But when someone comes in and says, I'm the fucking best, and then the next interview, he's looking at his feet and scratching his head and go, look, mate, I could have been on the couch, so I decided to take a job. All right, so I'm not scared. Well, would I be scared?
You say I'm scared? You're scared. I'm not scared. It took him all of like a game to start looking at his feet again and shuffling about.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. He's got, like I say, he's got that energy of your dad's friend that'll fight you if you don't get up out your chair. Do you know, as a kid, have you ever had like when your dad, maybe dad's just got weird mates, but it'd be like, hey, what you doing with that haircut? Do you know what I mean? That one. You, Mickey Drip, what's going on there? He's got that, like, I'm going to come in and just remind everyone that I'm willing to get physical with a child.
He's class Ange, like. I don't know how he's getting that fucking job.
Wait, apparently Marinakis loves the Greek heritage. Obviously, possibly.
He's going to be smashing plates or he's eating them.
Wait, did I mention earlier, or was I saving it who they're meant to be getting in?
I don't think you mentioned it.
No. So apparently, the Europa game that I watched, that they lost, and this is why I'm like, please learn how to take corner, because they give away 3 really bad free kicks. They were unlucky because I had 2 goals disallowed at the end. They lost 3-2 to a team I will never pronounce in a million years, which is why I hate you. But if you get beat by one of those ones, like, I can't even put that in the title of the podcast. But yeah, Rafa Benitez was there as a guest of Marinakis.
Really?
Yeah, Rafa was there.
He's been linked with the Rangers job as well, hasn't he?
Has he?
I think so, yeah.
Well, those two will battle it out. He'll do well at Rangers. And to be honest, he'll sort out Forest. He'll go and do exactly what Nuno did and have them play on the break. He'll do all right at Forest. I'd rather play against Ange Postecoglou's Forest than I would Rafa Benitez.
I don't want Benitez to go there. He's not going to last Ange, like, is he?
I hope so.
I hope he does. I want to take him down. Because his league form is woeful.
No, well, they even lost in the League Cup against Swansea.
Yeah.
So they were 2-0 up, and they were like, all right, he's getting his first win on the board. Then they pissed it away.
They lost 3-2 or something. I don't think he's won a game since like fucking April last year with the Spurs or something, is he?
You needed, and I mean needed, a sweeper keeper and Mickey van der Ven to play anything close to what he wants to play like. And you've got the 2, very good centre-backs. Murillo was out, which I'm not disappointed about. I saw him come off. That was hilarious because they made him keep playing in Europa.
I know.
He was like holding his back and walking and waving at the bench, and Ange Postecoglou's just looking at his feet.
Looking away.
But speaking of midweek European games, we'll have a quick look at the Union SG. Quick thing. Goal number 1, did you know who scored it and how?
No.
I didn't have a clue.
I thought I didn't know who it came off initially even. And when I was watching it, I was like, oh, it's cool. Must have deflected off the defender, I thought initially. And then I saw it was Woltemade and then thought, oh, that was just by accident. Then I watched it again and thought, oh my God, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah. Oh my God, look at that.
This man is a genius. He meant it.
He hasn't scored a bad goal. He had 2 mint headers, the best penalty you've ever seen, and a back heel not even facing the goal.
I think he meant it because
You watch the flick of the feet.
yeah, when he does it, he looks, doesn't he? So if he didn't expect it to go there, you wouldn't know where to look and you wouldn't know what happened.
No, he wasn't just practicing Cruyff turns in the box in case it came near him.
Just doing pirouettes in the box, hoping the ball comes somewhere near.
He's an honest guy. He's a very honest guy. He doesn't go down. I hope that sets a precedent. If he does go down, it's a goddamn foul. I just thought I was trying to kick the defender and the ball hit my foot. Good goal.
It was a good goal. I was a bit good for Tonali though, because I like to see him score a few more goals. But he seems to be getting a lot more shots away at the minute. He's being encouraged to shoot a bit more.
Union SG was a fun game to watch.
I was surprised how poor they were. Really, like they weren't great because obviously they won the first game. So I was expecting them. Well, I know it's not home as such, it's not their ground, is it? But I was thinking, being at home, home in Belgium, there would be a kind of difficult test, I thought, but made it look really easy. Really easy.
I just think PSV must be terrible.
Well, that as well, yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just the levels of the leagues, isn't it? And they are a good team, but they're a pressing front foot team. And with the players we've got, that's just ideal for us. Barcelona narrowly got a 2-1 win against us. They were excellent, but we were in it, and we had enough chances, more clear-cut chances than them. I mean, that might be rewriting history a little bit because Pedri and Gavri and the defenders were all excellent. But Gordon missed in the 6-yard box, and as did Harvey Barnes. It took a world-class, I'm sure, deflected shot from Marcus Rashford plus a concussed Fabian Schär not marking him on a header. So we were, as frustrating as what it was because we hadn't had many wins, we were very unlucky.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you play a high line, it's death against us.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really surprised at how poor they were, but I thought for us, it was like, we still played well. That's not taking away from how well we play. I thought we played really well, but it was just like accomplished, wasn't it? It was so professional and like accomplished and comfortable. Like there was we didn't seem ever not in control, did we?
Yeah. I'm glad Big Nick scored that penalty because I had watched him dancing on the halfway line about 19 times a day at this point.
Yeah.
You know, when he comes back in and he's like dribbles past 1, 2, 3 in close quarter, then passes it off and runs off. I'm just like, oh, wow.
The amount of times that clip got sent around everyone, it was like, but it was brilliant. Like his close control is fucking hell. It's as good as anyone.
I think we've got a real star on our hands.
Yeah, I do as well. I honestly thought it would take him a while to settle. I thought he would struggle with the physicality of it, the intensity of playing the Premier League. I thought
adapting our styles of play.
Yeah, exactly. Adapting how we want to play, us adapting how he wants to play. I thought he would struggle to get goals initially. That's why I was worried when Wissa was out. I thought it was a lot to put on him. Then he's just slotted in with ease. Like, I mean, everyone seems to work well with him, and he seems to just fit perfectly in how I want to play. I
mean, for me, he's now the number 9, and Wissa's the impact sub taking the Asula role.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, isn't it? Because
that was never going to happen.
Nah.
Everyone fit.
If they were both fit for that Wolves game or whatever it was after the international break, 100% Wissa would have started. And yeah, I think Woltemade would have been coming on, off, playing them both together, but Wissa would have been the number 1. So it's funny how things happen. Because to say now, if Wissa was fit next game, there's no way he'd start. He'd be on the bench and impact, which is a nice thing to have, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I almost forget that we have Wissa.
Yeah.
He's not even been on the training ground field yet, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
well, my biggest worry about that is the fact he's going to come back and then it's going to be nearly AFCON, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Bit of a... But mind, got to say about Will Asula.
Yeah,
he did well again, that USG game. He did brilliant when he came on. It was the fourth goal scored when he held it up brilliantly, and then his layoff. Barnes tried his best to try and scuff it, I think. I think
he's got a newborn. You got to give him a little bit of grace with that. If obviously, I know footballers have the finances to make everything in life easier, but there's nothing easy about having a newborn at home.
Well, that must be knackered.
Imagine you've been up all night, feeds. You got your Tommy Dippy. What milk cooler?
Perfect prep machine.
Perfect prep machine. Yeah. You're doing those late in the night, you're trying to help your partner, and then you come home and you got Eddie Howe monitoring your footsteps. You come into work for a bit of peace, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Will Asula's showing you a new dance. But I think there's a definite player in there. And when he's playing against, and he's just building up, but when he's against a lower ranked opposition, he looks like he's not, he looks like he deserves to be in our team, not theirs.
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of, I was worried initially thinking like, oh, he's going to be our second choice striker, but I think he's getting better and better. Especially like you say, against like a lower opposition. There's a lot of Champions League games where maybe it suits him as well against teams like that.
If I wasn't so addicted to watching everything Nick Woltemade does, I'd be happy for him to start a game. But unfortunately, I need my content with Big Nick. I need to see him just pass the ball off with ease and turn around.
Yeah, that game was brilliant to watch. It was just like the most comfortable viewing I've had for a while, wasn't it? When
it was lovely.
Just there was no threat, I don't think, really. Had a couple of chances.
One time Dan Burn got turned, but then you got Botman there. So it complements well.
Yeah, the easiest Champions League game we'll have, without a doubt, I think.
It's Benfica next, isn't it?
Benfica at home, Mourinho.
Our next manager.
Who has a terrible record at St James, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Has he won at St James? I don't think he has.
I think he's won one.
He's won one now.
Yeah.
He had a long time where he hadn't won, isn't it?
It was my favourite one when they asked him about his record at St James's, and it was the time bird flu was coming to the country. He says, "You're worried about going to St James's?" And he goes, "I'm more worried about the swan in Scotland." I love him. I really like Jose.
He's a little magpie, said it himself.
But yeah, that's wrapping up a very, very positive few weeks as the Brighton first game back, because Brighton was initially meant to be the Wisser comeback. So I think it's Brighton away, which isn't a fun one to come back to.
Yeah, we've got some decent fixtures coming up.
I think Brighton, West Ham's in there, Benfica.
Brighton, yeah, we've got Brighton away. And then we've got, it's Benfica home. I think we've got 2 back-to-back home fixtures, haven't we, in the Champions League? So we've got Benfica home, we've got Fulham home.
Ooh, I don't like Fulham.
Fulham are a bit dodgy, aren't they? Oh, no, sorry, it was the League Cup, isn't it, after that? League Cup Spurs after that.
Fulham's the team that the PGMOL has decided just to destroy their league. Do you remember last season when Wolves had turned out they had like 19 decisions go against them or something? Gary O'Neill's just like, what's the point even? Now you've got Marco Silva absolutely flipping out.
Yeah. I've got some good games coming up. So Brighton away. We've got Benfica home, Fulham home, Spurs home, West Ham away. And then we've got Athletic Bilbao at home. So we've got some good games coming up.
I tell you, because it's understated how hard our start to the season was in terms of who we played. Bournemouth away, Villa away, Liverpool home, Arsenal at home. And out of those last 2, I would rather play Liverpool every week than Arsenal.
Arsenal look good.
I think Liverpool are flatter to deceive with late goals this season. I think
they've been found out a little bit. Obviously lost the last 2, haven't they? You look at Liverpool, I think they're beatable. They've got cracks. Everyone raves about Van Dijk, and he obviously is a brilliant defender, but he's not the player he was. And I think Konate seems to have checked out.
Yeah. Konate is...
Kirkes has struggled a little bit.
He's trying to soften the blow for when he goes to Real Madrid.
And then
Leone's crocked for a year.
Yeah, and they haven't really got a right back at the minute. That Frimpong's been... Well, he ended up playing on the wing the other week, didn't he? He ended up playing Slobber's right back and then him on the wing, which is a bit weird. Yeah, I think they're flattered to deceive a little bit, to be honest. Liverpool, Arsenal, probably, they've been the best team at St James's so far, haven't they? They are solid and kind of wear you down a bit, don't they?
Yeah, they're vastly different games, those two. Yeah. Liverpool can be got at, but Arsenal look strong across the board. I think if you swap a Swedish guy for a German, they're winning the league.
Yeah, it was like a hard fought. Kind of could see the Arsenal one coming, even though I was devastated, but the Liverpool one.
The Arsenal was a battle where Liverpool, we were just unlucky.
Yeah. On another day, Liverpool should have won. But yeah, it's been a hard start, but I don't know, the squad's looking good and we've got players to come back. I just hope some of these injuries don't turn into being months and months. Hall, Tino,
Wisser.
Ramsey, Wisser. If we can...
Wisser's out until... Forget Wisser exists, mate. Yeah. Like, whereas when Eddie Howe says 4 to 5 weeks, he means 45 weeks.
That's it. I mean, if we've got... I mean, looks like Ramsey's going to be back after the international break. I'm guessing
They'd said that he was able to be on the bench, but there was no point in risking him.
Yeah, which I get. So he should be back next game. say, Wissa, Hall, Livermento, if we can get them back in the not too distant future. It's a really strong squad. Really strong. Lots of changes we can make there and still have a strong team out. So I'm confident going forward. Like, starting to see things click a bit. There's a very good chance the next podcast we'll start crying again, but but we live in hope.
Hey, well, let's enjoy this 2 weeks, all right? Now that Woltemade has not got a national duty, I don't even have to watch Germany play, which is nice.
Oh, God, that's the next thing, isn't it? Worrying about anyone getting injured.
Yeah.
Bruno's got a 20,000-mile trip round fucking Brazil and back.
Oh, yeah, Bruno's got to go and have a kick around with the monks on top of Kilimanjaro for fucking altitude poisoning. Tonali's going to go and die on a shield for Italy.
Hopefully they all come back in one piece.
But anyway, so if you check the episode out, thank you very much for listening. We've got a lot of content out on the social medias, TikTok, Twitter. Only really TikTok people are listening to.
People like TikTok.
Twitter and Instagram are not interested in what we have to say, which that is fine, I guess. But if you could help us out with a like or a subscribe, that's always appreciated. But if not, just thank you very much for listening. So until the next time, we will see you soon.
See you soon.
Open up your heart and let the black and white flow in. Losing you's the only thing this draughty heart won't let me live without. It's the only cause of pain. We suffer constantly. How can we have St. James's Park and not get you back? You're the only midfielder we need. The way you boss that field, I want you back for good, Elliot. I want you back for good. In black and white, whenever PSR's wrong, just tell me the song, I gotta sing for the tune. It's you we need. It's you we need, lad. It's you we need, lad. Ooh, yeah. Every match day wakes up, but the midfield feels the same. Not a thing to do but blame it all on PSR. Everyone's around in a way and cold. How long I wonder till the day you run back home to the tomb. You're the only midfielder we need. The way you boss that field, I want you back for good, Elliot. I want you back for good. In black and white, whenever PSR's wrong, just tell me the song, I gotta sing for the tune. It's you we need. It's you we need, lad. It's you we need, lad. Oh, it's never done for us, Tsunami, cause your blood's black and white, no doubt. Your granddad won that fist, Copy 69, it's in your veins, lad. Stay, we had to sell you off for PSR, you never wanted to go. But you showed up at Wembley, watched them bird lift that cup so high. For silver since your granddad's day, you were there in the crowd. Eyes on the sky, applied for tickets in the ballot bucket, hat pulled low. Singing Blade and Race is soft, heart still beating for the tune, you know. And when you face us lied, you never play your best, gifting penalties cause deep down you love us best. I want you back for good. I want you back for good. Come home to Newcastle. Never I'm wrong. Just tell me the song, I gotta sing. It's local hero for you. You I need. We miss your magic song. It's you I need. One day you'll wear the stripes again. I want you back for good. Come back for good.